I wrote a song about stealing the Mona Lisa and wrapping in a t-shirt also.
Yeah.
Watermelon out.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I had a really compelling experience at the Louvre. I don't know how to say that. First time ever being in Paris was with Wolfpack, middle of September 2017 or something. I went to go check out the Mona Lisa. I didn't really know what to expect. Thought, is it really going to be that compelling? It was incredible. I was brought to full tears, and I had no idea that was coming for me. Going there and seeing this painting that's, I don't know, the most famous painting in the world, seeing it and being in the room, if you haven't been there, it's right in the center of this room. And there's a bunch of paintings on the walls, but this one is on like a makeshift wall in the center of the room. And there's people there from literally all around the world. They're speaking all different languages to see this beautiful painting. This thing that's like, oh my gosh, this is what mankind is capable of. This thing is so beautiful. I was looking around the room and I looked behind. So what is facing the Mona Lisa? And there's this gigantic mural of basically a depiction of God and a bunch of people. And it's God looking down, and it's God looking down at all these people that are looking at this artwork. And I was really compelled by the idea that these people find this beauty in this piece of art, but God is looking down at these people and finding beauty in that, and beauty in the unity of coming together. Maybe sounds a little bit cheesy, whatever, but it was really compelling to me and helped me understand the depth and beauty of humanity in general. So I had a really compelling experience. I kind of went off on my own and absorbed it all. And then when I got on the plane after Paris, I was sitting next to Theo Katzman. We were talking about what we were doing that day and whatever, and I was telling him about this experience, and he was like, yeah, man, I went there too. It's like, she's just like the most famous woman in the world. It's like, yeah, and she didn't even ask for that. He's like, Lisa never wanted to be famous. He said it, and then we both just sat there and then gave each other that look like, oh my gosh, dude, that's a song. He's like, yeah, wrote it down. And about 2 months later, he just texted me a voice memo saying, dude, I got it. And this voice memo is something that I've loved listening to for the last several years. It's been, I don't know, almost 10 years at this point. I've been listening to this at least once a month. And I told Theo all the time, I was like, dude, you have to put this tune out. It's so good. This is such an incredible tune. He's like, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. So what I'm going to do right now, and I'm documenting this, by the way, is I'm going to try to convince Theo that this song is good enough to put out, because I don't know why he doesn't think that it's been good enough to put out on the last 3 albums that he's made since then. So I'm going to go through the process. What I have right now is literally a voice memo from his iPhone that he sent me, which sounds like this.
Lisa never wanted to be famous, but she wasn't no average type of gal. Everyone who saw her said the same thing. There was something special about her smile, and at first glance she did not seem so stand out. But then you felt your head spin back around, and if you caught her gaze, you got the sense that she was staring right into your soul. They picked her up, stole her away, forever to be on display. All because of how she looks now, she's trapped in history books. Lisa, when you get off of work, I'll wrap you in a shirt, sneak you out the back door into my Cadillac, and I'll drive you to the beach so I can finally see what your smile is like when you feel free. Yeah, I wanna see what your smile is like when you feel free.
I mean, that's insane. I actually tried to tell him, like, dude, just put out an album of your voice notes because there's so many of them he has that are incredible. All right, so my task now is to try to figure out, I'm going to make a demo of this because I'm hearing a bunch of arrangement. I'm hearing some other melodic content, and I'm hearing a couple different chord changes that I think could just be unique and just things that I could add to the song, whether he likes them or not. Does it, I'm fine or not fine. Okay. I just want him to put this song out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this into Logic and actually, let me pause this here. All right. So I've got it imported into Logic. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Stem Splitter, which is this insane new function where it just does this like AI thing. Don't come at me about, oh, anti-AI this. Yeah, I know. Okay. I know. What I'm doing is I'm just splitting the vocal from the guitar. That's insane. Okay? I'm down with that. It's allowing me the creative freedom to be able to work with this. So here we go. It knows that it's just guitar and vocals. That's insane. Okay? That is insane. Now I've got Theo's vocal isolated.
Lisa never wanted to be famous, but she wasn't no average type of gal.
Fantastic. So now what I'm going to do is, because this is basically 86 BPM, which I figured out earlier, I am going to make a template and I'm going to chop up the vocal to just kind of like match the phrasing. I'm going to kind of have to chop each phrase, which is fine. I will do that and I'll come back to you. All right, I've got this chopped up to the click, and I have an idea for what I want for the form of how I'm hearing it. So I just made markers, and I kind of played along on my guitar just to see how I'm feeling it. But you can hear now that it's...
There was something special about her smile, and at first glance she did not seem so stand out. But then you felt your head spin back around.
So it sounds a little bit janky, as it probably should. I'm not going to use this as the final, but I just want it to line up so I can make whatever it is that I want to make. I'm hearing the tune in kind of two different grooves. I feel like after the first chorus, I want it to pick up. Like basically up through the first chorus, I want it to feel a little more emotional, have a little bit of undercurrent of groove to it, and then have it really kick into something that's just kind of like a fun groove that I think will help the story along in kind of an interesting, playful way. Because the song is, it's serious, but it's also fun and silly. So I think some of the way that I treat the arrangement will do that. The first part, I'm thinking of a groove like... And then once kind of the groove kicks in, similar thing, just tighter. I got shaker 01 and shaker 09 from the stock Logic loops. My go-to shakers. I like to stack them. Shaker 9 being about twice as loud as shaker 1. Just add that in there for something to give it a little more real feel because I'm playing keyboard drums. I think it'd be fun to have some sort of really emotional setup before that guitar thing comes in. I like Theo's original idea with the guitar. Keep that. But I want to do some sort of piano, so I got my keyscape. Whatever, I'm not really a keyboard guy, so I will fix that in MIDI. Once the band's in, I'm kind of thinking the piano goes something like... something in that vein. It's a little bit right now, but with some guitar and maybe some sort of strings or something, horns. I don't know. That'll give it some vibe. I'll add a little bass in a little bit when I get there. One thing I am thinking, I really want to add some other melodic content. Like I think about a lot of Stevie Wonder tunes where it's vocal melodies and there's instrumental melodies. So something that you can sing that's instrumental that identifies the song, and then something that's vocal that identifies the song, to me is really fun. So I'm hearing a couple little doom, doo doo doo, dee doo doo, dee doo doo things in the guitar and bass, but I am hearing a sort of like horn string melody thing. Somewhere in there.
Got a chance to tell the story.
Yeah. Little instrumental thing that just, it feels fun. It adds a little, it's lighthearted. It almost gives it a, I don't know, cinematic, fun quality that shouldn't be. I mean, the sounds suck right now, but see, I'm giving my disclaimers already. It doesn't matter. Well, there'll be real instruments. All right, I did a little more work on it, added some other kind of drum loop things from some people's packs that I have. I think I added some denim drums from Jordan Rose. Jordan also plays with Theo, so that kind of gets it in the vibe already right away. Put it in Pro Tools because I like Pro Tools for audio and Logic for MIDI. It's more of a pain than anything for me. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's my process, just letting you know. Now I'm hearing a bass line that's kind of a hooky bass line that I will play and maybe even double it on the guitar. All right, I added some more guitars. Whoops. I'm crooked now. Whatever. Got that. That click's obnoxious. I'm sorry. Let me do this without the click for you all. All right, so I'm making some decisions. This pre-chorus, that's what I'm calling it. Also doing some different things here. I'm hearing it go to a solo. Okay, I'm going to put a guitar solo in there. I'm just a heads up.
In this picture I've stole her away forever to be on display. How because she looked just right now, she don't get to sleep at night.
Little retard in there just to give it a... guitar solo. That's what we're gonna do. And then I'm hearing the chorus happen with a tag and some extra stuff. And then here, now that I have it in Pro Tools, you can hear it. All right, I've got this thing pretty much in play. I'm going to do some more work after this just to add a little stuff that you just don't need to see on camera because it's already way too long. We haven't even got Theo here yet. But I'm going to play a guitar solo. So you're going to see me record the guitar solo. Let's go. Demo solo. What's the vibe? Do we go Larry Carlton? Let me get a little vibe going, though. Archetype Cory Wong. Plug in. You know, that's my go-to, dude. Here we go. How can we get some tuning? That might be it right there, bro. All right, I pretty much got everything here, everything you need to see. I'm going to add some little stuff. I'm going to do some mixing. I'm going to send it to Theo, see what he thinks. I'm going to hope that he wants to put it on his album or my album or whatever. I don't care where it ends up. It just needs to be out in the world. So Lisa never wanted to be famous. Maybe this video doesn't even see the light of day and I wasted an hour or so. I'm not going to lie. It was a couple hours. This video is cut down, okay? I'm just looking to be a catalyst for this song to come out. Anyways, peace.
Yeah.
Watermelon out?
Oh, man. What up, man?
You ever ask a French guy to say watermelon? Amazing. It's like the idea of discovering after the fact there's a sort of peace that you wanted to be able to achieve, and you kind of only discover it once you feel it taken away. It's just speaking to that feeling. It's not like a life sentence, but it's just like that initial feeling. And I got this feeling looking at the Mona Lisa in the Louvre, being like, I don't think she wanted this. It's like this. She's just doing her thing. This isn't like there's a whole line. There's all these other paintings. It's like, why this one? And she's just like, but then you're like, damn, she kind of is on something though. It's like you can't really take your eyes off her. So I just thought about like, what is her smile like when she's not the star of the show? What is her smile like when she's just not at work? Sitting there all day with all these people taking pictures of her, you know? And what is yours, dear listener?
Is it plugged in?
This all came together, and the reason it came together is because this song I had shared with Cory years ago. I wrote this a long time ago when we were at the Louvre. I love the song for that reason, but I just forgot about it for some reason. And then last fall, when Wolf was here at the Berkeley Theater, UC Theater, Jacob and Jack brought in a song about stealing the Mona Lisa and wrapping it in a freaking t-shirt. Taking it, and
because it is the true story.
Because
it's the story of
that happened, but I didn't even know that happened. And they brought the tune in, and me and Cory were like, "What?" And they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Man, I wrote a song about stealing the Mona Lisa and wrapping in a t-shirt, also." And everybody's like, "What are you talking about?" Cory was able to isolate the vocal from my acoustic demo, from my voice memo, iPhone demo, and then he just sent me this dope arrangement for it, and I was like, whoa, man, it breathed a whole bunch of life into the song, and I wouldn't have thought of this exact arrangement. I loved it as is, and I'm like, let's cut this. Wait, Dave's gonna be in LA. Let's do it in LA. I can't do it in LA, I'm gonna be in the Bay. The Bay, wait a minute. Dart's in the Bay. So anyway, it all came together, and I just want to thank everybody for being here. And my intention with today is to find a grooving our version of this arrangement.
Where is Theo's main session? That's on G drive.
I'm trying to learn the song.
For real?
it doesn't have to be like I would like to find our whatever version of the feeling of a 16th steady stream we get, whether it doesn't need to be literally, you know, it could be like whatever feels good in your hands.
Here we are, 9 a.m.
Well, I just got here and I'm about to check out the tune.
I think we should have Dave play piano when we track live.
Cool.
But we should overdub the organ because the organ functions very similar to my part. And right now I feel like this is just missing some of the rich harmonic content that it's almost disorienting.
I would like to listen to the Cory's demo once together, not to be like, oh, I need to do this or that part, but just to like hear the feel of it.
Myself to take a picture, and show it to my friends when I get home, as if her beauty was for my possession. The plight of every woman in this world. Yeah, they picked her up, stole her away, forever to be on display. All because she looked just right now. She don't get to sleep at night.